to the podcast with Paiton and Evelyn.
Hey, okay, y'all, we are back. And sadly, once again, we're doing one of them late night recordings. Late night. So, I'm sorry if this turns out to be a little bit wild and crazy, okay?
Yes.
This is a late night recording, y'all.
Very late. We may go off on tangents, talk about random stuff, because one thing I'm going to do is talk about stuff that
doesn't make sense.
That's one thing I will do.
Yes, most definitely. So we apologize for that in advance. But yeah, let's just hop on into this episode. Even though it says that the battery's about to die. But I think I have another battery. So maybe I'll just get that battery out the backpack. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
After this.
Yes.
After these commercials. Alright, y'all. We are back.
We're back.
We're back. We worked it out. We put a new battery in the camera. So we're here now.
We're
to
good
give
to
you
go.
Content. Okay, because the topic for today, or tonight in our case, is self-sabotaging relationships.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that is a really big one.
That's a big one. We're gonna have to conjure up 30 minutes worth of
conjure up the conjuring. We're gonna have to set the conjuring.
The conjuring.
It's gonna be the conjuring.
It's giving a nightmare. Okay, it's
Nightmare on Elm Street.
It's giving Nightmare on Elm Street over here. If y'all understood, if y'all only understood,
friend, the Twilight Zone.
Y'all only understood, it's giving nightmare.
It's giving Twilight Zone over here.
Oh my goodness.
But no, that is a good topic.
It is,
because a lot of y'all really do, and I mean even myself, like self-sabotage stuff.
For sure.
A lot with like overthinking, because I know me, I've like always been an overthinker and trying to like overanalyze the situation sometimes. Then sometimes by overanalyzing it, you just end up doing too much.
Yeah.
So kind of on that, I kind of heard too, like, I know the people that are into like manifestation and all that. So like, do you kind of like believe that, I guess like the type of energy or whatever that you put out there is what will like happen in situations? Because I think that's what like self-sabotaging people are. Like they think about stuff so much in a negative way that the outcome possibly wouldn't have been negative, but because they thought about it so negatively, it turned negative. So do you believe that some of it could be like your thoughts and stuff of why you self-sabotage? Like, is it actually related to your own energy that you give out, or like the way that you react, or is it just like by happenstance that like
I think it's like it's a mixture of things. So one, I do think that your words have meaning, right?
Yeah.
And the things you put out there, right, can affect, you know, how you navigate through certain things. And I think that it doesn't necessarily mean that that's like 100% of what affects things that happen in your life. Because I think, yes, you can think negatively, and that can affect certain things in your life, relationships, that but I think it's not you saying it, but I think it's you physically doing certain things because of your negative thought process that causes certain reactions or how you interact with people. So for instance, y'all give me a second, okay? Again, it's late, so I'm trying to process my thoughts. But anyway, but y'all gonna know what I mean in a minute. So what I mean is, an example. Say you're in a relationship with somebody, and I'm thinking of like a platonic, like boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband type relationship, right?
Okay, well that's not platonic. Platonic means friends.
I thought platonic meant like two people like in a...
Platonic is a friendship. Like, okay, this is a platonic relationship. Like, we have no romance.
I thought platonic meant that it was
cut
two
the
people.
cameras. Evelyn, look it up. Look up the definition.
I thought it meant it was two people in a relationship that are like, you know, in like agree on the relationship together. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like one person thinks they're in a relationship and another person doesn't think they're a relationship. It's like two people that agree that they're going to be in a mutual.
Let's look up the definition.
Relationship. I thought that's what platonic meant.
Because I thought that meant it was a non-romantic relationship. So a boyfriend girlfriend can't be platonic. That's what I thought.
Listen, we gotta go to Google right quick.
Oh my gosh, we have to actually check this now. This is crazy.
Define
it's the
platonic relationship.
It's the Google for me. It's the Google for me. What does it say? What does it say?
So,
what does it say, Evelyn?
platonic is,
what does it say?
Relationship marked by the absence of romance.
Yes. She been out here calling marriages and relationships platonic. Y'all, it's time to go. It's you know, we just started, but it's time to go.
I really thought platonic meant people that are agreed to be in a mutual like relationship. Like,
it's time to.
Y'all,
it's time to.
See, this is how rumors start. This is how rumors start.
Not rumors.
This is how rumors start. All right.
Well, now that we've gotten the proper definition, now you can explain yourself.
I'm gonna explain myself better. Okay. Basically, disregard what I said like 2 minutes ago. We're gonna go back and refresh that.
Yeah.
So my example is a relationship.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
A romantic relationship.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
That's what it is.
A romantic relationship.
Okay.
And say for instance, you yourself have a negative outlook on relationships to begin with. Right? So you just feel like it's no point of, you know, settling down, being committed to one person because relationships for me don't work out anyway. I always get cheated on, or it doesn't seem like whenever I'm in a relationship that things work out for me. Picture that negative mindset, right? Someone would have about relationships. So somebody would say, oh, you are thinking negatively, so you're putting that out there, right, in the atmosphere. So you're doomed from the start for that relationship not to work because you're already thinking negatively.
Yeah.
Now they could say that's like how you said, manifesting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A bad relationship, bad things to happen. Now that could be true, but for me, I think it's more of a thing of where you're thinking negatively, but your actions are also causing that relationship to fail. So you're thinking, well, this relationship is not going to work anyway, so you're not going to put effort already into a relationship. Right? You're going to have to do it. Yeah, you're going to have to do it anyway. You're not going to have
cause maybe a fake argument.
You're not going to have respect for the person or the relationship to begin with.
Yeah.
All of those things can cause a relationship to fail, and I think that's where that negative thinking impacts the relationship. So it's not necessarily them putting it in the air so now the relationship's going to fail. It's them thinking that the relationship is not going to work anyway, so they don't think they have to do anything right for that relationship, which is not true, because you have to work on relationships and keep building and stuff like that when you're in a relationship with somebody. You can't just think, well, I'm gonna just see what happens, or I'm not gonna put any effort right into it. So I think really that's where that kind of clump comes into play. But that's not to say that I don't believe too that you can, you know what I'm saying, put certain things out there and that can present itself in different ways.
Yeah. I would say from my experience, I haven't been like told necessarily that I sabotage relationships, but I feel like in a few words, like it has been like, that's kind of been like what the people have tried to tell me. Is like, you are like messing up like your own relationships by having like all these negative thoughts and stuff, which I can understand. But I think it's because it's hard and it's difficult, because it's like you're trying to find the balance between not living in a dream world, thinking that you're Cinderella and you have Prince Charming, and living in reality, which is that you get your feelings hurt real bad. So I think it's always hard for me personally to find that balance between like, this is the real world, you get your feelings hurt, a lot of bad things can happen, it's bad stuff out here, people are not safe, it's crazy people. And then also being like, yes, love is real, love is true, I want true love, I want to fall in love. So it's like it's like, where, for me, it's like, where is the middle ground? And I think it's so hard too, because even sometimes when I think that I've figured it out and I've got it together, and I like feel like I trust my own intuition, you will have like your family and friends around you, and they'll be like, well, you need to watch out, well, you need to be careful, well, maybe they not the one, well, you can do better, well, you can do this, you can do that. And then just like hearing the things that they gotta say, you be like, dang, I thought I was good, I thought I was happy, and now I'm processing everything that, you know, my best friend has said, or my cousin has said, or my mom has said.
Now I'm like, not sure.
Now I'm not sure anymore. Now I'm like, wait, should I be with this person? Do I like them? Like, should I stick it out with them? I thought me and this person was good, and now they picking out all this little stuff down to the nitty gritty. So then there's also that between like, how much of other people's opinions do you allow to flow into your relationship? Because the thing about it is like, it's like you do want to respect, like, you know, the opinions of your parents or this or that, you know, because those people can see stuff sometimes that you can't see. But at the same time, it's like, you're not in a relationship with me.
True.
So that's, you know, like, that's the hard part. It's like, where do we, like, how do we find the balance? So it's like, okay, I respect how you feel, but also this is my relationship. So it's like, at the end of the day, if I get hurt, I just get hurt. I don't know.
And I think it also depends on like the confidence in yourself that you have, that you've made right decisions for certain things, right? So that way you can be open to opinions from other people, but it won't necessarily affect you in a way that it will for somebody that is not secure, right, in a relationship. And also, I think it depends on the people themselves in the relationship. So if you're with somebody that has allowed you to be comfortable to some extent, or, you know what I'm saying, open up, then I think it's okay to sometimes fall into the like fairy tale la type thing, because
like, I like the fairy tale. She's like, that's where I like to live at.
Because I mean because
she's like, y'all know me. She's like, I like it
because it's, I mean,
that's that Pisces.
Stop. But I mean, it's all about a balance, right? So I think if you have the right, you know, person or people in your circle, it's okay to fall into that, because they have, I feel like if someone has allowed you to be comfortable to some extent, you're going to naturally fall into that anyway, right? So I really think it depends on the situation. And I think, like I said, the confidence you have in yourself and the decisions you make. If you know you're the type of person that you know what I'm saying, has your head on straight, and you've worked on yourself personally, then you would know that the people you bring into your life or the decisions you make won't impact you negatively to some extent. Because yes, we all fall short, or you know, make mistakes, or you know, lack judgment on certain things, because we're human, so we give grace when we probably shouldn't, or, you know, stuff like that. But to some extent, I feel like if you worked on yourself personally first before you really commit to certain types of relationships,
Mm-hmm.
then A, you wouldn't self-sabotage them, and B, you wouldn't be open to, influence of outside people.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. I would also say, like, to not self-sabotage, you almost have to like put yourself in a mindset of being okay to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's that's just the reality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just the real world, is that we don't know nothing about nothing. Because I think as people, we try our hardest to, like, prepare for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We try to come up with every single option, every single plan, every single, oh, well, if I do this, this could happen. And, we try to prepare ourselves
Mm-hmm.
for everything in life so much. But I feel like the reality of it is you really don't know nothing about nothing. And for some reason, specifically with love, that's when people really mess up.
Yeah.
And they realize they don't know nothing about nothing. And the crazy thing about it too is it's even harder, because it's not just you trying to control your feelings and like how you react and your emotions and everything, but you also have to, like, because the problem is you can't control the other person. Like, you can't control how they react. Like, you can only control your side, but the other part of it is, like, you're in a relationship, so there's someone else there.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get to control, like, when they like you or how they like you, or how they feel about you, or to what extent they feel these feelings for you. So I think that's also the other problem, is like we always want to control stuff and say, like, okay, well, if it's like this, it's gonna work out great. But it's like everyone kind of has their own opinions and way that they go about life. So just because you may feel a certain type of way doesn't mean that that person feels a certain type of way. So you kind of have to be willing, I think, to get to a place where, like, you're
listening is available on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and YouTube. Don't forget to leave a positive review, subscribe, and follow.
For more content, follow us on Instagram at Champagne Chanel Pod. We appreciate the support. Catch you in our next episode. Bye.